What if this isn't giving up? A grief counselor reflects on letting go. I think there's a difference between giving up and surrendering. Dolores's gaze grew unfocused, considering this possibility. You said sometimes you feel like giving up. Giving up can feel like defeat in the face of aging and illness. You are strong and you keep going. Dolores's daughter, who sat nearby, nodded. Those are strengths, part of why you have such a successful family you're so proud of. A family portrait rested on a side table, dozens of children, grandchildren, and great grandchildren leaning in toward Dolores, the beloved matriarch. I'm getting weaker, but I have things to do. She adjusted the nasal cannula delivering oxygen. I hate wearing this thing. It's hard to get around with this tube and my daughter following me. You need to wear the oxygen, Mom. When you forget it, you get short of breath just walking across the room. Her daughters took turns staying with her, so she was never alone. Looking irritated, Dolores said, I need to stay independent. Her heart failure was progressing, and she was tiring more easily. She was 99 years old, and she had elected hospice a few months earlier. I hear you. Surrender is different from giving up. You will still try to remain independent and preserve your dignity as best you can. That's your nature, isn't it? She and her daughter nodded. Surrender doesn't mean stopping. It means letting go of trying to control what can't be controlled. Dolores's face softened. There is surrender to the will of God. I will join my Robert soon, I think. She attended Mass virtually, drawing comfort from her faith. I see that you're getting tired. Talking in this way requires a lot of effort. Maybe we can continue talking next time. Is that okay? Yes. Dolores's daughter looked on, nodding in agreement. Dolores always dressed smartly, regally. I felt privileged to have intimate conversations with her during the final stage of her life. She resisted the changes brought by aging and illness, the loss of independence, stamina, and acuity. This is a natural reaction, one I've seen time and again and in my own experience as I age. I validated Dolores's growing fatigue and frustration while inviting her to consider a gentle shift, a form of surrender that allows her to maintain dignity and agency, while also letting go of the struggle to control what cannot be controlled. When we soften around these attachments, the mind can loosen and experience greater ease. When the mind is less caught in clinging, it becomes possible to notice and give care to emotions like sadness, fear, and anxiety, emotions that are meaningful and deserve attention at the end of life. As listeners, we may ask ourselves these questions. What am I holding on to? A person? An idea? Even a possession? How do these attachments cause suffering? What stories does the mind create around important attachments? Are these stories that loop, that is, repeat in the mind again and again? How do I behave when my mind is caught in holding on to aspects of the past or the present? What are the feelings underneath the attachments and stories? When I become aware of what I am gripping tightly, what sensations do I notice in my body? How does my experience change when I loosen my grip? Remember, it is our nature to form attachments and love deeply. It is a uniquely wonderful aspect of being human. This also means that we will feel the pain of losing people and things we hold dear. Mindfulness helps us see clearly, so we notice when the mind is gripping, clinging to attachments, or holding on before or after a significant loss. Mindfulness allows us to see when we have become caught in holding on, which causes us to suffer more. Mindfulness has the potential to create conditions in which we can respond rather than react, so we suffer less. Delores passed away on her own terms, with dignity and grace.